And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Our last episode, let's just say we began burying our friends, and I'm not going to get into anything more elaborate than that. Well, I guess we also, got a sword that was weaker than ours, but was stronger, and I'm just not going to get into that. So, like I said, off camera, I did do some farming in the dungeons. Did get myself a proper sword and shield. I was stronger by a good amount. Also found a new chess piece. I kinda like it. Don't have the full set yet, but I'm working on it. But yeah, let's continue the story so we can move past this sad moment. Rescue the friends that are still alive. And, you can say it with me, Orbo. I'm a fool. Because turns out I have not one but two paladin quests I could do. I kind of forgot those were a thing. So, yeah, after we get done with all this burying, we'll move on and do that. Gonna do it, real easy episode because Orbo and I are still exhausted from all the maintenance we finally finished. Good job to us. So, Orbo, are you still gonna be talking not nearly as much because you're tired? Alright, you should just take a break, but hey, you wanna be on camera? Go ahead. Alright, let's see, we got a bandana and some spectacles. We'll go with the spectacles, cause for every class. Oh, I guess that's something I should mention. I went and, quote-unquote unlocked the rest of the classes. We have Archer, which I already mentioned before, Marauder, Conjurer, Arcanist, I still like that, Lancer, Pugilist, and Rogue. So basically, Archer, you want to be the best with the bow. Marauder, you want to become an unstoppable force on the battlefield, or unstoppable force of devastation. Conjurer, that was the white mage we did already. Arcanist, you understand the mystical arts and the mana that flows through the world and yourself, and basically you want to study the arcane. Lancer, hey, we were farmers, but then we combined farming with artistry, and now we're Lancers. Pugilist, you want to punch and kick things. You might not be strong like a Marauder, but we can punch you 20 times and they're one. I'm not kidding, that's basically what the guy said. And then Rogue, do you want to be the end of a battle? The one to cause it, and blah blah blah. So pretty straightforward, and Archer becomes Bard, Marauder becomes Warrior, I think. Conjurer, White Mage, Arcanist can become Summoner and Scholar, which is cool. Weird but cool. Lancer can become Dragoon, Pugilist, Monk, and Rogue becomes a Ninja. So I'll work on leveling those off camera so that we can start swapping around and having all kinds of fun. But with all that out of the way, let's continue the story because the sooner we finish the MSQ, the sooner we can become a machinist. So let's do this. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot. We would like you to return this one to our people, the sylphs of, the sylph, the one that actually hurt that died. Of course I have to be the one to carry her body back. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Which means, yes, we're going back to Gridania, but if before burial of a friend, I think I can make an exception. So here we are back in the hated Gridania, but we must give our sylph friend a proper burial. Let's see, fast travel here. I hope the sylphs aren't mad and summon Ramu, because I just can't deal with that right now. Alright, summon our hand, and off we go. I wonder what Paladin quests there are, or I guess this, not gonna lie, the starting quest for Paladin was a little disappointing. The guy basically saying, hey, Paladins were amazing people, and I guess now we have to go with you. You know, it's like, not exactly what I expected from a Paladin quest line. Alright, I'm sorry, but I'm back. This one is surprised to be seeing Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Yeah. It rocks y'all, but this one does not understand. I'm gonna get revenge, so don't worry about it. Kamuxio. This one has heard so much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One, awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. I brought a body. I'm sorry. Roxia? How did this happen? Explain everything to me, or to this one at once. And cutaway explanation. So, not only Neroxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Yes. Sob. Neroxia. Neroxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neroxia at the end. Tell this one that Neroxia was brave. Tell this one that Neroxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Well, thank you for not summoning Ramu. Thank you for bringing Neroxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones that these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial ones must pay. Imperial ones must suffer. Oh, I'm gonna make them suffer, you better believe that. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neroxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. And now I gotta teleport back, don't we? Yep, that was a waste of money, but to bury a friend, I think it's worth paying. Thank you for agreeing, Orbo. Again, her death was the only one that was actually sad and felt sad. The rest were NPCs, because the ones that matter were taken away. Of course, there had to be one. You know, you can have a million NPC deaths, but one named character, that's all you need to feel. And I'm going the wrong way. I'm not paying attention, but you know what? It happens. Maybe because I still can't... I mean, look at that. The way up are right next to each other. That building, it's the same building, but whatever. Mistakes were made, we move past it. So let's see, after I level up all the classes, I'm thinking we either cycle through all of them, or put it through a randomizer to see which class we play whenever we do a video. You know, like start of the video, randomizer says ninja, so we play ninja. Randomizer says ninja again, what the heck. Then it can say not ninja again. Then it can randomize into warrior, so that we're constantly having a different experience. Maybe. Or we'll cycle through all of them. We'll see when the time comes. We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the lich yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. Oh, I'm gonna get revenge. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Not enough? Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Mechanist. I refuse. Never stop. Next quest, must get revenge. Oh yeah, we were talking with Sid, weren't we? Apparently he has amnesia right now, so... That could be worth it. Let's see, more all classes, perfect. Because I'm leveling up all classes, so to have a backup would be perfect. I'm not imagining it, Mechanist. I know I'm being watched. You mean by that watch you prepared? Heh. Alright, moving on. This is different, sinister, as if I am under observation. Like a camera following you? The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It'll only take a moment, and this is clearly not a trap. Not at all. Luckily I am a tank right now, so whatever trap may be, I shouldn't perish instantly. I hope. Okay, down there. And I can't jump it. Can I jump up here and then... Yes, I can. Sweet. Parkour. Alright, waiting, and where are my enemies? There we go. Oh, off camera, I went through my actions and I found out, I'm a fool because I have this off cooldown attack, which actually does increase my damage by a decent amount. Sure, it has a cooldown, a pretty long one, but I can also throw it in whenever, so it's really nice to add to my damage. I also made sure all my damage reductions on my D-pad setup, set no reprisal arm's length. So I'm working through that, trying to figure out the best setup for it. Not there yet. Also, turns out we have an AoE attack that can combo into another AoE attack. So my AoE damage has gone up as well. It's nice. It's the little things. I also need to pay better attention, so I wouldn't have to have this, but whatever. I'm doing just fine. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? Well, let's see, you have amnesia and expertise in mechanics, which apparently is an imperial thing, so why do you think somebody was watching you? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. Well, you should have told me to leave him alive. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Illud must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Sorry about that audio error. Heaven's forfend. That such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Probably Imperial? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Well, I apparently took his sword off him. This is Guardian Steel, which means the man who was watching Marquise was... Make haste. To camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before the more Imperials come. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. I'm trying to bury well, I guess I did technically bury my friends. So I want the Imperials to come. That way I can get revenge. Oh, it's you. Glad you were at the base, you would have died. I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer, I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. What do you mean revive? Just because a lot of them died doesn't mean they're dead. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend, the greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you. Yeah, I called it. He was Sid. Thank you. I mean, it wasn't hard, but yeah. I fear you're mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartanu. I beg you, leave us in peace. Wait, I'm remembering. The painful memories are all coming back because somebody spoke my name. Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you. I want your tech. I want tech armor, tech mount, and of course the machinist gun. That's what I want. But of course I can't get that to the first DLC, which you have to beat the main story and be level 50, and I'm not gonna go there. Okay, I'm guessing those are his possessions, which he kept hidden from him for some reason. Sid, was it? Here, these belong to you. I kept them from you for some reason. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but I felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. What's this about a son? But it is time for you to help those who truly need you. Yeah, build me an airship so we can go attack the Guardian Empire. Pretty straightforward and simple. That's a small hammer. Makes like engraving. Who are you? Alphanod, I'm not gonna... Levirian? Leveilori. Okay, at your service. I'm not calling you Alpha. As a sign of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. Ooh, name drop. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. Yes, our super secret order. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction. You can say that. Leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. I've taken care of 2 of them by myself. Technically 3. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise, they abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty. Now least of all. Yep, off to fight Garuda and Leviathan, right? The Ixal have summoned Garuda. I knew it! I said Garuda was coming next. Let's see, the Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Korthus as we speak. Time to fight. I found my friends, but I guess, I can take care of a primal. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Really? You figure Ifrit would be the most destructive one. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldison? Whatever, colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Well, I'm getting stronger, so that sounds about right. Yet therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. I've already done it twice. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. Alright? And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid. Oh, how freaking convenient. I know. I have an airship? Your Sid, it's kind of your thing. Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gordania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there. An airship? My airship? Okay, so his memories are all back magically, they're just slowly coming back. Wait. I got the keys and a locator right here in this box. I like that design for Sid. Come, let us put an end to the primals. Well, let's put an end to the primals together. We will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with. And by that, you mean me, the last of the 7 Scions of the Dar, whatever. Because I'm the only one who's done anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, the others have helped a little bit, including my buddy, but I'm the one who's defeated the primals. They need my airship. They need me. I mean, yeah, we do. Quest complete. Mouse speed increased. Okay, let me just see what this is. Okay, so this just advances the story, and it's level 36, while we're 5 levels ahead. But for now, we have some, paladin quests. I think we have 2 to do, and we'll call it there probably. Because we did what we accomplished and laid our friends to rest. May they rest in peace. Good thing I learned how to be a thaumaturge. Just saying. I know how to do burial rites. Let's see, Aethernet. It's been a while since I've been back here in Ul'dah. Let's see, it is... where? gonna go here and see if it's close by. Let's see, was I right? I was not. Alright, let's try again. And the answer is... I lost it right there. Okay. So, what does this non-paladin have for me? A real paladin in the making. Let's see, Sheltron, reduce damage taken, another one, I guess your tank makes sense, and Oath Mastery, increases Oath gauge by 5 each time an auto attack lands. Oath gauge? That's not ringing a bell. Maybe we unlock it here? Actions and traits? Nothing really talks about an Oath gauge, I think. Yeah, it's not, maybe it's under role? No. Traits? Yeah, it says right here, Oath gauge. Alright, let's see. You've earned the right to call yourself a paladin. Yeah, pretty easy. But how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? I'm a mighty warrior, that's all they need me to know. And technically, they recognize me as a scion, not as a paladin. Because I am a scion first. Actually, technically, I'm a warrior of light first, then a scion, then whatever job I am playing. Actually, no, for me personally, it goes, I'm a warrior of light first. Second, I'm a scion of the 7th Dawn. Third, I'm a member of Ul'dah. Fourth, I'm whatever class I happen to be playing. That's how it goes for me. Remember that fancy sword plate and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. It's holy light and a righteous cause. You must be just in heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not so long ago, the Sultan Swarm could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude. And no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. That's never good. Luck was not with us, because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd, and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than the eyes could follow, and the second the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing up their heels before my father had time to thank him. Even today, I can see the captain as he was then, drawn on a sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. Good memory. After that, all I ever wanted to be was a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan's Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard, and the last to leave. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named captain of the Sultan's Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then the honor of the Sultan's Sworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper, yes, that was our mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan's Sworn by the then Sultan of Ul'dah. In time it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultan's sworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How could we be trusted to protect the Sultana if we cannot even hold onto the symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished in the eyes of the ruler and the ruled alike. Oh yeah, I think I remember. When I became a paladin, it was somebody else who gave me the stone to become a paladin. And then you have this guy. You know, I don't know where this is going, but I can't wait to find out. If the Sword and Sword are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover the Oathkeeper. But the Sword and Sword have grown too weak, and we cannot do it ourselves. We've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask you, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In outer Lenosia, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of beasts would be a fine way to hone your skills that I will teach you. In the grove you will find another brazier, this time filled with potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. All the way to the ocean place, which I haven't been, so let's do it. That took a lot longer to read than I thought. Alright, hand, lead me to victory. Summoning out, and I'm going straight north. And it's raining. I do love the rain aesthetic in games. These fates, still don't see the worth in them. I just don't. That's not north. I was not paying attention to the map. Let's see, is it left or right? Looks like they both go the same way, so we'll go right. Let's see, oh yeah, this is where I found the entrance to Titan's, place. Okay, so I'm looking for a crystal first. Yes, discovered a new place. Ooh, level 41s. I'm right where I should be if I want to do some level grinding, which I don't. Is the crystal this way? Ah, there it is, I can see it. Let's see, level 34s and level 41s. So this is about the area I should be for this level. Cool. Noted. And let's sync up to the Aetheryte. So that way I can fast travel here later should I need to. For any other requests or story reason. Summon my hand again. And, okay, go west, then north. And also go the right way. That'd be helpful. And then we'll wrap up. Yeah, it's a bit of a shorter one, but Orbo and I are tired. We have a lot more maintenance to do than I thought. But you know what? We got it done. So this will be the last time I do subpar content. By subpar, I mean tired and shorter. I promise. At least for the time being. Unless Orbo screws up again. No, I will not shut up. And I'm lost. Or am I? Ooh, this area's pretty. All the floating crystals. Plus the rain, I like it. Although, probably a lot of mud here. And I wasn't supposed to jump down. Great. Oh, there's a little path up. Not that much of a setback. And I fell again. Okay. I'm gonna keep falling, so I should probably get off my mount so I can see. And because combat. Let's see, these are the ringtails. Iron, activate, and let me use my new attack. Let's see, there's only 2 fighting me, that should be easy. Yeah, you take a lot of damage. I mean, I am 5-6 levels over where I'm supposed to be, but still. And I dropped my combo. And let's see how this new AoE combo looks. Spin into... This combo is right? Okay, whatever. I'll look it up. I swear I said it comboed. I guess not. Oh, there's another one. Let's see, am I missing something here? Ooh, animation cancel. No kid. I did a lot of burst damage because of that. Very cool. Okay, so this just is a wave thing, or they're not telling you how many waves there are. Annoying, but hey, easy enough to deal with. A little bit more. Got you, take care of you, and now we do that. I'm collecting animal hide, which is good for crafting, which I also need to level up, but I'm not bothering with that right now. Take care of you, you're done. How many more? That was it? Oh, what a waste. Travel all that way for nothing. For just like, what, 5 or 6 enemies? Whatever. Whatever. Maybe we'll, get the quest for the next line and then stop. I thought that was gonna take me longer. I guess I also gotta review what the thing is that we're gonna get, the gauge or whatever. We'll see. I know you're tired of Orbo, so am I, but I gotta do a proper video. We have standards here. Alright, any more story time for me? Well done, you've taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. I really didn't. I used mostly the skills I learned as a gladiator. I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. Quest complete. Are you going to tell you the gauges now? Is that something I forgot, or the palace sold the past bequeath the wisdom, Shotron? Okay, that wasn't there before. I now have a big gauge on my screen. Oath gauge. The oath gauge displays the current strength of a paladin's oath, okay? Which increases as auto attacks are performed. Makes sense? A strong oath is required to execute several actions such as Shotron, cover, acquired later, and intervention, acquired later, and will grow weaker upon using them. Certain actions will increase oath gauge. This symbol indicates a defensive stance iron will is in effect, which increases enmity. Okay, so I have Shotron now, but I need 50 oath. Oh, that's cool. A nice little visual to go with it. That looks really nice. So I need that specifically for Shotron. Let me check out my actions real quick and we'll wrap up. So Oath Mastery, every 5 attacks equals Oath Gauge. It costs 50, so 10 auto attacks like you Shotron. Which, let's see... Lasts for 4 seconds, costs 50 Oath. Reduces damage taken by 15. Does it really have a 5-second cooldown? That doesn't seem right for taking 15% less damage. I mean, Sentinel here is 30, but has a 2-minute cooldown. So I guess that's double, What else do I have? I know I have another, is a Rampart. Reduces damage taken by 20 for 90 seconds versus 15 every 5 seconds? I mean, I guess I need enough Oath Gauge, but... Reduces damage taken nearby enemies. Let's see, nullifies most drawing effects. Okay. So I now have a fancy gauge. Honestly, I love the way it looks. And when I hit 50, I can activate Shotron, which reduces damage done by 15%. Lasts 4 seconds. That makes you extremely tanky, doesn't it? if I could do enough auto attacks to basically keep that up, I'm always going to be taking 15% reduced damage, whereas something like, whatever that was, Sentinel or whatever, reduces it by 20, or no, Rampart reduces it by 20, Sentinel by 30, but those have incredibly long cooldowns versus always keeping up 15% reduction? Dang, you're never going to take damage, are you? And I think you unlock healing abilities later, right? Let me check that real quick. I swear I saw something about, healing. Let's see, promise to deliver attack. Oh yeah, let me check that real quick while I'm here. Yeah, prominence. Combo action total eclipse. Total eclipse. Deliver attack. Yeah, that's the AoE. Oh, don't say it, Orbo. Yeah, I probably actually have to do the action first. Let me check. I can talk to this guy real quick. But first, let me see. Block all incoming attacks. Rendering you impervious to most attacks. Got a shield. Yeah, right there. Level 58, I get a heal. So heal plus all the damage reduction. Yeah, this guy is gonna go down easily. Can we see? Yeah, that's what it is. That's why I can't use it. I have the action unlocked, but I can't use it till I complete this quest. I'm a fool, and I'm stopping right there. That's close to 40 minutes. But you know what? We got our objective done. We buried our friends, paid respects. We revived Sid somewhat. Gonna get his airship. Not that that's gonna help us. We already have fast travel, but whatever. We're gonna unlock our AoE combo. Cause I'm a fool. I always am. And who knows, maybe by the next time we play, I'll have another class leveled up. Probably not, but hey, we'll see, right? Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.